Hello and welcome to Currency Call. I'm Manisha Gupta. Well, the Indian rupee has continued to decline as the week starts. We did see levels like 45 also onto that one. At this point in time, 44.97. But that's a 1 month lows on the Indian rupee. And the cues, of course, are coming in from the international markets where we have seen strength in US dollar and the index continue, while the euro on the other side has seen a bit of a decline. At this point in time, slightly higher. 1.42 is holding on to that one. Remember, we have seen levels like 1.4075 as well in the previous week. But there are a lot of uncertainties in Greece, in Europe, and that would continue to weigh on to that currency. In the Asian currencies, we have seen most of them continue to decline as the US dollar index continues to gain up nearly 0.5% up even at this point in time, 75.30 holding on your screens. Let's get in the expert then, and Pramit Brahmbhatt, CEO Alpari Financial Services, now joins us in our Mumbai office here. Pramit, hi, welcome to the show. Let's start with the Indian rupee first, and the week is of course started on a weaker note. Are you looking at much more losses from here?
Well, the weakness in the rupee is coming from the two sides. One is particularly Indian equity market is dropping, and second, the euro crisis is not resolved. Every day we are hearing the news stories over there. So it will remain uncertain, and during the uncertainty, I think that rupee will be under pressure.
But we have seen a breach of 45 today, and as you rightly pointed out, the FII net outflows have been on the higher side. Do you see levels like 45.5 come back?
Well, 45.20 is a very critical level to break. If that breaks that, then definitely we can see 45.50. But the thing we need to consider here is that despite of the crisis in the equity market as well as the European market, the depreciation of rupee is comparatively very low. So that way rupee has sustained the losses against dollar. So if we see any recovery coming in the equity market, then definitely we may not see the level of 45.20 or 45.50. But this trend continues, then definitely we can see that levels.
All right. Pramit, the cues are of course coming in from euro. Rupee has been following euro quite closely, and the kind of problems that are there, how do you see euro performing in coming days?
Well, first of all, they are not promising any repayment for the July of 12 billion euros, which is very critical for Greece to avoid the default. And they have left it open. They would like to resolve the budget cutting for Greece before they can promise any further money. And there is a political issues within the Greece which is avoiding that. So it's very complex situation happening in the Greece at the moment, and every country part of Eurozone has their own criteria. So it seems that the Euro crisis is going to drag on for a couple of more weeks before we see any sort of short-term solution comes.
You know, at this point in time, we have seen the dollar index continue as a safe haven currency, but there is an FOMC meeting coming in this week again, and that's not very bullish for the dollar again. How do you see that scenario?
Well, the strength in dollar at the moment is not because of the domestic strengthening of US economy. It's because the other economies are not doing good, and dollar is used as a safe haven. FOMC, as we have seen month on month, there is definitely a knee-jerk reaction comes after the FOMC meeting, and then we see that rupee dollar reconciles against the euro, same with the rupee and dollar. But this time we have a different situation when euro crisis is also there, as well as the Indian market is not doing good. So in that scenario, even if the results are not very good, if it's just below the par, we will not see any drastic downsize in the dollar.
Which is that one currency that you are looking at from it to put in your money, because the commodity currencies have seen a bit of a profit taking. Swiss franc, Japanese yen have been very volatile. Any space that you see where money would be safer?
Well, as of now, looking at the current situation, dollar seems that the only option everyone is having, because at the moment what we have seen in last few months is a dollar against all the other currencies, and when the other currencies are not doing good, I think dollar is the one where you can bet on.
All right, Pramit, we'll let you go at that. So money being going into dollar. As far as the rupee goes, well, Alpari Financial Services feels that 45.20 is a critical level. If that reaches, you might see levels like 45.5 as well. But at this point in time, 45.20 is where you need to keep your eye on.